Good morning. I woke up this morning just like any other day. Took my pills, put on my colorful eyeliner, and headed out the door for my breakfast plans with my good friends Emily and Matt. The drive to pick up Emily was quite beautiful, distracting me from my impending realization. Once I pulled up to her house, I couldn't help but notice her dog wouldn't even make eye contact with me. I knew something wasn't right. She finally exited her house, and guess what? She was wearing the same exact outfit as me. She was even wearing my shirt that I lent her and she never gave back. When I thought about how I could differentiate myself, I reached into my bag, only to realize I had made a grave mistake. I forgot my hat. Now, most of you know that I don't go anywhere without a crocheted item on my body, whether it's gloves, a tote bag, but most commonly a silly hat. But today was different. I must have been in a rush to get to Matthew's diner, but now I was suffering because of my carelessness. How would anyone know that I was a quirky girl who makes her own hats? How would anyone be able to tell me and Emily apart? I didn't know what to do. As a last resort, I rummaged through my car to find something, anything. And what do I find? A Jets hat. I didn't have a choice. It was my only option, so I put it on and tried to go about my day. I tried to enjoy my breakfast, but there was so much on my mind. I just didn't feel like myself. Even Matt was wearing a hat. I couldn't stand being there. So we left and went to Michael's, which only made me feel worse. Looking at all the arts, crafts, and etc. only reminded me that the item atop my head was not handmade by me or anyone, but mass-produced in a factory. It wasn't ugly, in a good way of course, or interesting. It doesn't elicit any, "Hey, I like your hat, where did you get it? Wait, no way, you made that? Can you make me one?" All I got was one measly, "Go Jets," and they aren't even good. I was sick to my stomach. I got so lost in thought that I lost my friends in the store and had to wander the aisles alone for hours. I returned home that evening feeling defeated. I was even locked out of my own home, forcing me to enter shamefully through the garage. I didn't feel like I belonged anywhere. So I took off my shoes and put on my Caroline Polachek t-shirt to try to feel something and forget this day ever happened. As I lied in my bed, I distracted myself by living through Kendall. I wish I too had 9 dogs instead of this immense sadness. But then something remarkable happened. An invitation to get another chance at this terrible day. And this time, I was gonna do it right. I arrived to the Keatings around 8:15 p.m., just 15 minutes late for the Bachelorette finale. The response from Versace, the hamster Ellie is currently babysitting, was a bit underwhelming, but I knew Otis would have my back. The rest of the Keatings, however, seemed to be more focused on Michelle's journey to find love than me. But I knew eventually they'd notice my hats, and as I expected, it came up in conversation naturally many times.
Jella, not Angela. And
Do you like this hat?
sure.
Okay.
I wish it had a pom-pom.
I didn't even have to ask to be complimented. Everyone just naturally loved them.
What's your favorite thing about it?
The design, the pattern.
Do you like this one better than, because it has a pom-pom?
No.
They were so impressed with my natural talent.
How long did it take you to make it?
Like a couple hours.
I said a couple days.
Also, it's a very restrained pom-pom.
Yeah, that's true. It's a small one.
Yeah.
They only had positive things to say.
I love this one too. I like this one the best because I love pom-poms.
Having got what I needed, I headed home. Today truly was a roller coaster, but I learned a lot. I'm so thankful for friends like Ellie and the Keatings to pick me up when I'm down. But even without my hats, Emily and Matt were still there for me. Maybe I can be myself without wearing a crocheted hat, but who am I to say? All I know is I hope Michelle and Nate live a happy and long life together, and I hope I never again forget to bring my hat to breakfast.